Hi there, 2026 is almost here, and in today's video, I'm going to share 3 unique ways to speak English in the next year. There is no need to move abroad, so you can practice these things no matter where you are. And if you have the courage to do at least one of these things, I'm sure that speaking English will become inevitable. Some of these things might sound a little bit insane at first, but I'm going to explain more and I'm going to share my experience doing these things to speak more English. The first thing you can do to speak English in 2026 is teaching English as a volunteer. Yes, I have done that before, even without experience as an English teacher, and the results were amazing. That's why I truly believe, and actually there are so many researches about this, that we learn better when we teach. So if you already know the basics of the language of English, grammar basics, you have at least a bit of vocabulary. You don't need to be the expert of English to know all of the rules, but you need to know the basics, of course, to teach English to people. You're gonna do that as a volunteer because you're not a professional English teacher. So you won't charge for English classes. You can find a group of people that really want to learn English, to teach English as a volunteer. Just make sure, of course, that you have your English level, it's a little more advanced than the English level of those people. So you'll actually be able to contribute to their English learning journey. I know it can sound scary, but trust me, I have done that before. I have been teaching English as a volunteer for more than 2 years now. The impacts were amazing. It was a challenge for me because I was not an English teacher and I was trying to do my best to share things that were going to help those students. I worked very hard. I needed to force myself to better study the lessons to be able to share the lessons. So I worked hard on pronunciation, understand how to better pronounce the words while I was sharing the lessons. I was putting more effort to understand the grammar because I knew people would make questions, and even though I was not faking nothing, and I always make it very clear that I was not an English teacher, I was also learning, this experience forced me to really study the language. So I'm sure if you find a group of people to teach English as a volunteer, the impact will be amazing in your own English journey. And also you will feel a deep joy of sharing the knowledge of this language that is so important for everyone's life today. The second unique way to speak in English in 2026 is make as many mistakes as possible. Yes, you need to make mistakes to speak English. So you need to expose yourself to uncomfortable situations where you'll need to talk, you'll need to speak, and as a consequence, you will make mistakes because you are learning. Like I make mistakes here a ton of times while I am recording these videos. But that's the only way to fix these mistakes and to improve your English. So you need to collect these experiences, even though they are uncomfortable. It's not nice to feel vulnerable. You need to have a collection of mistakes to see where are the areas that you need to improve. What am I doing wrong while I am trying to communicate in English? To analyze this, you need to speak and you need to make mistakes. So it's about allowing yourself to make a mistake in order to then fix that mistake. So in 2026, you need to find moments, opportunities to speak, even though your English is not perfect. So it can be a job interview, we can be speaking with a native speaker, with friends in a group of English students. So all of these moments that are uncomfortable, they will start to boost your English because you will be able to finally find the areas of improvement. I have done that many times and I'm still, finding opportunities and finding ways to speak more so I can make mistakes as fast as possible. That's exactly what learning looks like. It's uncomfortable at first. It's exhaustive sometimes. But when you avoid mistakes, you delay your progress. So in 2026, please allow yourself to make mistakes and to speak imperfectly so you can get better faster. And the last way to speak more English in 2026 is documenting your English journey. When you document your English journey, you create a before and after. So you can compare the versions of yourself when you're just starting to speak and now that you are speaking more. This is so powerful, not only to track your growth, but also to find encouragement, in those moments where you feel like giving up. This will force you to speak more. You need to record videos, record audios. So if you want to see your own transformation in 2026, start documenting your English journey. Start making videos in English. You can make them private. You don't need to share these videos. But also, if you feel like opening a YouTube channel to document your English journey like I'm doing here, follow your feelings, do that. And do not worry about others. Do not focus on views, money, or whatever. Just focus on your English skills. I love rewatching my first video on this YouTube channel. I was scared, I was shy, and I was barely able to speak English because I was so anxious about seeing myself speaking English. And it was so weird listening to my own voice in English, like if it was not myself. I kept recording anyway, and one day I finally recognized my English identity. I was watching one of my videos, and I was like, out of the blue, I just thought, oh, I can see myself now speaking English. I can embrace that identity now. So 2026, it's your year to document your English journey. You can do that the way you feel it's better for you. But if you feel like opening a YouTube channel to do that, I love a tool called Riverside. It helps me to cut long pauses when I am struggling to organize my thoughts in English, so you guys don't spend hours here until I actually finish my ideas. I also like this tool to correct words when I mispronounce them. It makes the process much easier and encouraging because it's not easy to record videos in a second language, especially if you're still working on that language, still working to get better like I'm doing here. That's it. I really hope you practice these 3 unique ways of speaking English in 2026. And also, I would like to share something about fear. I know that learning a second language involves a lot of fear, and doing these things that I share with you also involves a lot of fear. But I also believe that when you are able to overcome all of these fears, we can find the real growth. We can find the real purpose of our lives. Sometimes fear is such a strong feeling that it feels impossible to win. So we need to look to people that were actually able to overcome fear and learn with their experiences and their lives. Some days ago, I was watching a very nice movie called House of David. You might know David. David was a prophet of God in the Old Testament. On this movie, he was having a lot of trouble because of a lion, a big lion. This lion was following him for years. It killed his mom. It has killed his father's sheep. It was scaring his sister, and it was scaring him. And things were only getting worse until one day he was going through such torment in his own mind that he decided to follow the lion, to kill the lion. But he was so afraid of killing that lion that he used an affirmation to find encouragement. The affirmation was, "Fear is the enemy, fear is the thief." And I loved this affirmation. I wrote it down, and I have been using this in moments where I am afraid to do something. So 2026 is the year to kill your own lion. What is the fear that is stealing something from you? Whether it's new opportunities in your life, whether it's the opportunity to speak a different language, to speak English, which is the target language of this channel. If the fear is stealing this opportunity from you, maybe it's time to face it. So Thank you for being here. I really wish 2026 is the year you start speaking more English and you start facing your fears.